Hi everyone, it's Mike from freshbrief.com, and today I'm going to talk about how to deal with burnout as an entrepreneur. Now, if you've been working for yourself long enough, you know the feeling. You feel tired, exhausted, you don't want to do the work, and you just feel like giving up. That's because you've been working for prolonged periods of time on something that you don't really like. That's how I experience it. When I work on something I don't like, I get burnout. And it leads to stress in your brain. Now, what you need to do is you need to release that stress, because once you release that stress, what happens is it starts to relax your mind. So I have some steps that I take to actually get rid of my burnout every time. So the first thing I do is I actually stop working that task. I want to see if it's actually that task and it's the whole work that's actually making me feel this way. So I just completely stop the work, because the worst thing you can do is carry on working and working and working, because it'll get worse and worse and worse, and it will lead to headaches and migraines. And you just don't want that, because then that's going to take you out of action for days on end sometimes. So it can make you take medication. It's not good. So I take at least one day. Well, first off, I take about 2 hours off just to check if it is really burnout. And then if it's still there, if I go back to work and it's still there, boom, I just stop work and I take a day off. Because I know that that one day can actually help me recoup and recover, and I'll be able to move forward the next day at the same speed. The next thing I want to be checking is, did I sleep well? Because if you're not sleeping the full 6 to 8 hours, sometimes I sleep 6 hours, sometimes I sleep 8 hours, that can affect you as well, because your brain is in a different state. It's not rested, so you want to check your sleep habit too. And are you drinking enough freaking water? Should have filled this up. Because water is vital to your body. Your body's 70% water. So you want to keep your brain functions healthy by drinking a lot of water. Your brain takes a lot of water at the same time. So you want to keep yourself hydrated. Then it's time to actually understand what caused the burnout. Now, what I generally do is I get a pen and paper and I actually write down. I'm like, okay, so why am I feeling this way? What caused it? I don't do it on the computer, because it's not a way that I can think properly. When I got a pen and paper and I can write it down, I'm like, okay, so it was this, this, and this. So then I understand exactly what caused it, and then I can prevent that happening next time. Next, you want to know, are you doing the work you love or hate? Now, if you're doing work you hate, it can happen 10 times worse, because you're stressed that you don't want to do this work. If it's a work that you enjoy, it might just be something very, very difficult within that work that's causing you the stress. So you just need to stop again and reanalyze how you're going to do this work. Because when I was creating a new course the other day, I tried to create the lessons, but I just couldn't think. And to create, I think it was 8 lessons for the course, it took me 12 hours to do, because I was just pushing against my stress of not knowing what to do. However, when I took a rest, I think it was the next day, I came back and I wrote out, and I was able to write out everything I needed to do on the course. So that rest away from the course gave me the ability. So you have to know yourself, whether it's something you enjoy, you don't enjoy, whether you know the steps to move forward. Because once you know the steps to move forward, that stress goes away, because your stress is there because you can't work out how to move forward in the specific task you're doing. Now, when you move forward specifically in your future progression, I highly recommend you set goals and targets, because that way you know the exact direction you're going, and you will become less stressed because you know where you're going. Again, know the direction that you're taking. Wake up early. This is a really good one. So when I wake up yesterday, I woke up at 11 o'clock because I had some stress the other day, and I had a migraine headache, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep. I went to sleep at, let's say, 10 o'clock, and I woke up at 11. Now, because I woke up at 11, I got a lot less work done, and it kind of stressed me out a bit. I was like, you know what, I wanted to complete this work. But this morning I woke up at 5 o'clock, and it's like now it's like nearly 12 o'clock, and I've nearly got everything done. Perfect. I don't have to do anything for the rest of the day, or I can concentrate on tasks that I really want to do. I got a lot of tasks done that are going to move me forward this morning. But then I can concentrate on planning and future tasks in the afternoon. Take Next one is take breaks during your work, because when you take breaks, it allows your brain to refunction. So use the Pomodoro technique: 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. And when you do the 5-minute break, just chill out, don't look at your phone, just move around, whatever it is. And then every 4 cycles, take a 30-minute break where you're watching TV or you look at your phone. Don't worry about working all this time because your brain just can't do it. Okay, exercise is another important one. If you don't exercise, you haven't got I call it a stress outlet. Like, exercise is my stress outlet. It allows me to push like all the it allows my brain to relax, you could say. It just allows my brain to relax. So get exercise in there. Take naps. Naps is another one. So when you take naps, like I take about 2 naps a day. Each one's like 15-20 minutes. But I actually feel it in my brain where my brain is starting to go back to normal and starting to relax again. So take some naps. I know you might feel like a baby, but trust me, they work. And don't overwork yourself. If you feel that you're getting to a point where you're getting really stressed and you don't want to do this no more, okay, take a rest. Take a rest, take a break, and reassess everything. Maybe take a 10-minute break instead of 5-minute break. Just reassess everything that's going on and write it down. Write it down. Don't be in front of the computer all day long. Get a pen and paper. Pen and paper is good because you get to write stuff down. And lastly, understand your limits. Know how far you can push yourself without breaking yourself. So that's really the video today. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions about burnout as an entrepreneur, if you're having it, comment below, let me know about it. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. Alright, I'll catch you in the next one.